Now, let's practice an official questions from College Board, just like an official questions. And we need to know how to deal with the vocab, as we did for the Latin roots here and for the term. But let me answer number one. Number one, let's follow the techniques that we did. Let's see. Many ancient sculptures of people's head are missing their nose. Full stop. This is because we have cause and effect. Because what? The nose is the most part of a sculpture of a person's head. Full stop. And then why the writer adds the details here? To explain something before. So your answer is before is after. So the word that you need is here. What is explained in this sentence? That is the first step.
So
Yes.
it's explaining the nose. Why is it missing?
That is brilliant. Again, what kind of word do we test here? Adjective. What does it describe? Noun or pronoun? In English, you know. So now we need an adjective to describe the nose. Let's read.
Fragile, because it's easy to break.
Yes. He said here easy to break, right? And look, it's delicate. And it sticks out. All of this means we don't describe that the nose is recognizable. Oh, look, the Latin root cogn, cogn. What means? It means something can be known, recognizable, as you know, just like something so easy to know, something is so easy to remember, to acquire, to understand, but it does not describe nose. Common. Describe its widespread or famous between people or shared in country. No. Sophisticated. Oh, no. We need to memorize. Soft, as you know, Latin roots after you study. Soft. We are talking about knowledge or wisdom. Yes or no? So soft, it tells you more about beauty sometimes. And sophisticated, it's adjective. So do we mean that the nose has knowledge? The nose has wisdom? Sometimes, if I say sophisticated, it's something complicated to understand. Something needs a lot of wisdom and the knowledge to understand. Okay, but we're not talking about that. But the test maker gives you the definition. Fragile means easy to break. It's delicate already. So if you don't know delicate or this one, you will not know it. So it means we need evidence in the text for the answer. That's very important. Now again, let's see. What is a question? Sometimes we give you a paragraph to help you to know more, but let's read together.
Evidence.
So you think it's no evidence, but why not to be D?
Why not what?
Why not D?
Oh,
I see.
because not it's not it's not about like drawing to sketch, trace and sketch. It's like more of they're like
That is a
in an
problem.
adventure, something like that.
He didn't mention anything that they have a sketch or plan or map for it. And later say it does not make sense. So evidence,
Yes.
because he suspects that they are being followed. This means here is a question. The module number one in the test, we test your knowledge. We'll give you easy question, medium, hard, difficult. If you make the easy questions wrong, That means your level is low. The system will not give you difficult question again, but easy question for low score. So when you answer many easy questions, will collect low score at the end. Like a task in games. Hard means a high score. Easy, low score. So we test your capacity, aptitude. Again, let me answer number 3 to practice the techniques that we did it today. Now here found, so it's like funding. The sun's corona provides an advanced indication of solar flares. What is solar flares? Dash. So the dash used to tell details, explanation to something before. So all of these tells you more information about flares. So now I don't care about it. Intense eruptions of electromagnetic radiation that emanate from active regions in sun's photosphere and can interfere. Now again, preceding. Oh, I know from the Latin root pre means before. So before a flare, before this eruption, the corona temporarily exhibits increased brightness above the region where the flare is. So where? So this action happened in the region. So if you said anti here means before. So how is the flare before the flare? And here means before. So flare before the flare doesn't make sense. It's opposite.
Maybe it is C.
You think it's a letter C, but if you know what means knock, N-O-C, or N-O-X, means harm. And the I-N means no. Yes or no? So noxious means
Yes.
harmful, not harmful. But he explained it can interfere with telecommunications. So it's harmful. So C is wrong. Did you catch it? Opposite.
Yes. Yes.
Perpetual, you know, it's something permanent forever. Okay, but he said here the brightness is temporary for short time. And how it can be forever? So the eruption will not happen? Opposite. But what means impending? It's from the word depending. Something waiting to happen is going to happen. Like pending, as you know, in technology. But this means the flare is going to happen after a short time. So the increased brightness, it tells you advanced indication, indication, evidence before it happens that something will happen. So now we practice the Latin roots. The problem about the vocab, not the idea, to understand it quickly. Number 4. We test you for verb. You must find the subject and object. Let's read. To demonstrate. Who is going to demonstrate? This is verb, it's the fun subject. In grammar and structure, we will study that if the writer starts with infinitive phrase, you need subject after. So your subject after the comma. Look, engineer, colleagues. So they wanted to demonstrate the integrity of underground metal pipes. Can be assessed without unearthing pipes. To demonstrate the integrity, they did something too. So subject, verb, object. So what did they do to the tendency of some metals' internal magnetic fields to alter under stress? Calling here to explain to you what happened, as I told you after calling explanation. So your answer is here. The team showed means explained, proved. Look, showed what? Such alterations can be measured from distance and they can explain concentration of stress in the pipes. Is this action hypothesized? Hypo means the guess. THE for that means idea. So it's a guessing idea. Is it guessed? Did they guess? How? They show wrong. Discount, it's not about economy. It's about Count means you care about something. This, you don't care. When I say you are accountable for something, means you are responsible for, you care about it. So count means you care too much. This doesn't care. Do they discount? How? So imagine that discount means disregard, undermine, disrespect, disparage, all of them wrong, negative. Redefine. Did they redefine something again? So they defined something in the past and now they redefined. They understand it again. Does not make sense. But what means exploit? X, to do something excellent. To be excellent something. Excellent. So they used all the skills they have to do something. If exploit means to make use something, but positively. But that means exploit. But wait, in English, this word has two different feelings, negative and positive. If I say, you must exploit all your skills in the test when you study. Exploit again, like to exploit the poor people, to steal money from them, from buying and selling goods. So something bad, could be. So it has two different meanings. So be careful. So this means we use the grammar and structure. Now we will use the same. Remember, we practice the skill, not answering. Now, despite, opposite technique, contrast. Despite generalization about human behavior, they have produced what happened. Many studies of behavioral psychology have used highly unrepresentative subject people calling to explain what happened. What happened? Students at the colleges and universities where the researchers are employed. Okay. So now it explains what means subject, students. So I don't care what means subject, people. Now again, to look the same. Look for the same questions here to do something. So now infinitive phrase, comma, subject. The same technique. To do what? To the situation, it's necessary to actively recruit subject from different backgrounds and locations, not only from colleges and universities. So to do what to the situation? He said this. What is this? The preface. So what to do in this situation? Look, am means love. Oh, remember? So to emulate is to make something lovely, to make it to make something good. But wait, I'm looking for everything. Sanction. You know, sanction, it's a common word, very important word. Sanction has two different meanings. One, to give official approval to something in politics, or to enact a penalty, to punish. Two different meanings. Both meanings does not make sense. To punish the situation does not make sense, so it's wrong. To approve of the situation, no. Now about C, which means rationalize. Rational, it's a common word you will find. It means to give me reasons for something, to explain, to justify, to resonate, to give me reasons. But to give reasons to the situation, it's necessary. Does not make sense. Postulate, from the word post. If you post something, you let me know information, like post, Facebook. When you post, you let me know something. So postulate, it means they wanted to claim, to suggest. So to suggest a situation does not make sense. But what means emulate? It has am, so am means to make something lovely, right? And we have another meaning, is to help to find the solution, to improve it. يبقى ameliorate means to improve, to find solution or remedy or cure for something. So to improve the situation, we need to have different backgrounds to understand more about the human behavior, not only in colleges and universities. So we give you social facts from only colleges and universities. How about the villages, for example? So that means the letter B correct. Remember, if you don't know the correct answer, prove the wrong answer by check details. And you must find the evidence about your answer. If you don't find it, it's wrong. So here called the author of the text, here called test maker. The test maker follow the author. And we use techniques to help us. Here verb happened, who did it? That's why. Again. Of course, we have another question about main purpose, but today we practice how to master vocab, not on the test. Let's read. Now we need to know what it means. Guess and tell me.
It means maybe I don't know the meaning of this. I guess it will be
You don't know, guess from the list all the adjectives. Describe who? The narrator, I am, and the but, contrast. I'm little, of course, negative. And what's that? Positive. Quick, intelligent. So positive. So this means it's a positive word. Describe that. The narrator. Ah. So while it could be intelligent, smarter, quicker, playful, it's something good related to the characters, characterizations. So I don't care about the word. Why? Because I know it already. From the style, contrast. Now we test it for the main purpose. So the word does not make sense. Does not affect the answer, I mean. So what will the text talk about? Do we have comparisons to compare basketball with other sports? Are we talking about other sports or only basketball? So
only basketball.
um, now you must know how the test maker make answers. We give you comparison in the answer. It's not in text. To provide detailed information about how to play. Do we have instructions here? Steps how to play? To state how players will be chosen?
No.
To give you what is the process of it chosen? No. To explain why the narrator thinks she might make why. What is the reason there? She gave about the traits.
Dodge under their feet and grab the ball. Quick, wire, and tough.
Boss, if they can hop, I can dodge. If they can hit, I can kill. Like that. So this means here give us reasons. So we give you three answers. Not. This kind of a question hold easy. Why? Direct. Simple words. Low score. So when you find the easy question, you should be sad. Because it's if you answered correct, low score. Let's focus on the question of vocab. First we'll do the second module. Because today it's the lesson of today about how do we do vocab. Again, we follow the rules. What kind of word we test here? I don't know, I must read. So, welcomes, comma, staying, and reaching across two, piled with them. So who is he? or she. So here's the subject, right? Or what? So it's about the subject, this person, and this verb for him. And what is object? Bowl. So he is going to reach a bowl. So to join with the bowl, what this? To gain in a bowl. To gain in a bowl of black plant and look for the for not rows. How can you resist them? Look, have this one. So this means he wanted to have it. He wanted to reach it. So,
Urgent to.
so stretching could be. And how about arriving? This is not place to arrive to. It's not a goal or target in life to arrive. Wrong. So find subject, verb, object can help you. So the structure and grammar can help you to understand the call. And of course, he had the details. Again, the same way. Let's know how to read. A team has found, was it here? The fossils are so well, look, so that conjunction, cause and effect relation. Do you remember? Cause and effect relation. So that. So the fossils are well preserved. What is the consequence? The team has been able to do what? So the team subject. We need verb to do what to the detailed information about the life forms. So to occupy. So to occupy information, to keep it secret, to occupy, as you know. How? It does not make sense.
No.
That is what I need from you. If you make it like that, it will be very easy. That is a point. So does not make sense. I imagine that you don't know being. To reserve, you know to reserve is to keep something inside, to hide it,
Yes.
see, to protect it or to know. And look, that left them behind, such as, so they wanted to know more about color patterns, how they interacted, how to keep it secret. To hoard or to obtain. Imagine that you don't know B, but you have evidence for D. So sacrifice, take risk, and delete B. Why? Because I have evidence for B, for letter D. But okay, but what means hoard? This is called the studying. So we study before we practice, but we need to know more. Now try to guess what means hoard. Common word means to collect and hide. Not to collect only. To collect something and to hide it. But how they collect information and hide it? Does not make sense. So they wanted to. So that means the preserved fossils help them to understand the life by studying them. Very good job. Easy question because easy words. Now we take you to difficult words. Step by step. Now, my dear friend, it's your turn. Read and answer.
Reduced.
Did you know? I need the way of thinking. Number one,
It says it's like to get the opposite. It
yeah,
intensified. The opposite would be like reduced.
that's it. But wait, whereas opposite. So your answer is opposite too.
It's reduced.
That is right. Here he said is intensified. So it has a lot. So what is opposite? Priceless. That is correct. Now, do we have any difficult word here? I don't care. If you don't know, it means to remove. We give it to you. So what is that? Additional information for a positive phrase in English, comma. Be careful about commas, by the way. So that is. Good job. Now, number 4.
Sure, but maybe I would say it is not be, maybe not. Uh, the thing is, all four choices, I don't know the meaning of any of them, except for enduring. But I don't think enduring is the answer, and enduring.
Follow the rules. Adjective modifies noun or pronoun. You must find the noun, place. So the word, subject, verb. The word has place because cause and effect. Because it is overshadow. What means overshadow? Imagine you don't know. Imagine you don't know. He said by. Another reason. Why it's overshadowed? Because much larger concurrent conflict against Napoleonic France, and partly because again they essentially maintained the geopolitical status quo for Britain. Calling to tell you more about your answer. The country neither gained nor lost. If you uh, if you neither gained nor lost, it means you are in neutral. So what does that mean? Enduring, it keeps it for a longer time, does not make sense. So now what's the
Yes.
problem? Now the problem is the vocabulary. Tenuous in English means uncertain. If something uncertain, it means it's not clear, it's not proved yet. So that it describes a place. Why? Because he said it's overshadowed, means the tenuous already. Why? Because there was concurrent conflict and no gains, no losing, no losing at all. So we don't know what's going on. We don't know what is the place and the results. Okay, but what means is C? So you should check up dictionary and find it. But contentious already means disagreement. Disagreement. So is there disagreement about the place? Talking about this
No.
dispute? No. And what means conspicuous? Conspicuous means clear. How clear and how overshadowed? So the test maker gave you opposite words to what is in the text, and one not related to the text. One again, it's opposite because enduring is not even for a long time, and one is the answer. So answer opposite, answer not related. Answer is general word, does not make sense, and one is specific answer. But what help us? Calling explanation, give us two reasons, and the word overshadow. That's why. The same thing again. Look, claims about dash dash. What's that explanation to something mentioned before? To tell you what means rich, if you don't know. So claims are difficult to, I don't know. The following explanation why. Why it's difficult to. We know so little about it. So the reason, remember something Khalid, very important. Not all the time the writer will give you the word because or due to, or sometimes there is a new sentence like that because we know so little about them. And look that assertions about what Bull Lipping meant to them will inevitably rely on significant speculation. And guessing what means speculation? Guessing work? Because you have and, so I can escape from the vocab, but it's a common word by the way. So we know so little. So we have three evidence to tell you the word. If we know so little, if we guess, what does it mean? It's difficult to defend. Yes or no? Difficult to defend.
Yes.
It's not about defense against enemies. It's to prove it. But to imagine, do we have any evidence about it? Summarize what? Just a change. We don't understand it. That means difficult to defend or prove it. But defend means proof, to assert something. That's why. يبقى so here it's correct. So find the subject, verb, object can help you. And later when you study the grammar, you will know it in a second. That's one idea. So now we need to go to other questions. This is enough for the vocab. Okay, I'm going to share it here. More question for the skill of today. I wouldn't like to start any skill not to confuse you, but we'll do it together. Now again, try.
Similarities.
So you think similarities, but why?
Because it said, where is it?
No, because the evidence is though,
Including, yes.
wait, so opposite, not close related. So similarity, opposite to not close related. Well, not close, it means different. What is the opposite of different? Similar. So it's letter D. That's why.
Yes.
And as you said, including examples to know what means more. And they share when we share something, we share something different, share something similar. So how to see examples? How to see indication? Indications means evidence. You feel it? But he didn't explain evidence, it's traits. And the dash after the dash explanation to help you. Again, another evidence. Look to equivalent roles. They have equal roles. Equal means similar. You see, a lot of details opposite share to help you to know the answer. If you don't know it, look for any evidence. Are we talking about any words, any fears? No. So they share examples of this one. So is it examples? But traits. You see, so it means
No.
wrong. Of course, it does not show evidence for this one. Why is explanation? So the test maker follow the author. That means we need to study how the writers write. How do they make sentences? If we know we master everything in any test. Again, this time we will test you for adverb. Oh, new vocab. Adverb modifies adjective. It's from the name, adjective. Or verb, or another adverb. So what does this word describe? Let's read. Look, anthology. So don't care about what it means, but we give you example. So collection of works. All right. Now identifies an increasing sense of what? So the adverb modifies this structure. Adjective, noun. Of writing in the comma, in contrast to, oh, your answer is opposite. So your answer is here. Which one of these opposite to something here? Wait, remember I'm looking for information about the mode of writing. He says, in contrast to many women authored science fiction stories of to whose politics were the content were less deliberately signaled. What means less deliberately? Less intentionally, less purposefully. So they mention politics, but not openly, not frankly, not clearly. So we need something here to say clear. So you need evidence opposite to that. Less, يبقى we need deliberately. Which
B.
one is deliberately? Letter B, wrong. Letter B or D? You said B or D?
I said B.
So B, it is correct. But why not D? Inadvertently means deliberately. We need opposite. You know? So inadvertently means
Yes.
deliberately. We need opposite. Look. Any word in English has C or D means lovely. We're talking about the lovely share mode of writing. How? It's not about flexibly or lovely. Wrong. Prudently means cautiously. But we don't mention that she identifies cautiously. Or the mode of writing is cautious. He didn't mention that they are cautious when they write. Yeah, but that means overtly means openly. So letter A is wrong. So when you practice questions, you must know every word because this is word Khalid. It's called the word bank from the bank of the test maker. Test maker choose like 2,000 words from grade 11 and 12 and make the answers from them. That means you have words to master. 2,000 words, we can make them 200 when we master Latin roots. Prudent. That's right. So over. Now the last question. Look. Exasperate. We studied. But wait. These verbs. Find subject and object. Present participle phrase. Verb plus ing. Well, static grammar, don't worry. Subject, verb, object. So your subject after the comma. Who is going to exasperate the longest standing blah 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 comma? So scholars have begun and the scholars are going to do something. Let's read. 2. Long-standing trend of overemphasizing young have recently begun to expand their focus to include the fastest growing cohort of social media users calling war. So that just means they are going to make something bad exasperate. Exasperate, you know, like similar to the sound of the word worse. Exasperate. So what do you think? It must be 2. They wanted to redefine some